sun's tantalizing. Grab hold of mine if you want some good time. It has been too long and you need some unwinding. Woo! Shake it low. The new sound has been found. And yo, I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in a music. I want a mind in the ceiling. Yes, I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in a music.
Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up. Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. This one complete right side. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. 12 yards on that hookup. It'll be a Vikings 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. A big play for Minnesota. It's a gain of 34.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
They send him right out of the slot. He's trying to get around the corner, but he can't. He's going to be run down behind the line. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but It still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
Seventh play of this opening drive, and here's third down. Back to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Lions are going to have it just past their 25.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. Downfield, got him, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds inside the 30.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man, the tight end, straight down the field. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield. We'll get the carry here. And not much there. Down to about the 13. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stick with him again. He is in. Touchdown, Detroit. With that, he hits the 20 mark for touchdowns on the year.
That's a heck of a run right there, and I can't tell you, Mike, how many running backs coaches I've heard over the years say, your responsibility with the ball is to make the first guy miss. We can't block everybody on the field. That's the role of a good running back, and You see it here. All it takes is one missed tackle to get this guy in space, and he's able to do the rest with his legs and take it all the way.
The extra point is good. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. Throwing now on 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think
that's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Oregon. And the Lions will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
And at this point on the sideline, Mike, it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really, the last 2 drives, same story. Continuing to drive, have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion. You can't put the ball in harm's way. You're not going to win a lot of football games if you do.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down. Here's a run going left. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Vikings 44-yard line.
Second and 11. We are through 1. It's the Lions who have the early lead. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. To the ground, he'll get it again. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. He'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
They need to get to the 22, but now face 3rd down. That is brought in at the 10. Out of bounds, but in business. They mark him down near the 2. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. This defense back up, but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another shot. This defense back up, but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3.
Although I would have liked to have seen them throw the ball on one of the 2 prior downs, now after getting stopped twice, Mike, they haven't gained an inch on the ground. I think on 3rd down, you have no choice but to put the ball in the hands.
And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Touchdown, Lions. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. Two first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll look to throw again. His throw left side is complete. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. Now a give on the ground. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Second down and 3. going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Third down, 3 to go. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on third down with a pickup of 9. He'll go right and find his running back.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll look to throw yet again. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3? Try to pick this one up on the ground. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll look to throw. This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
14, Vikings 7.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
30-yard run.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now, faking the give. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Complete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half, about to get started. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. He'll drop to throw. He's got a man wide open, the tight end, complete. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons, he can spread the ball out and find the open space.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. The throw on the run is complete. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. They get 20 on the connection. First down, Detroit.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back across. But in this case, it's a big completion.
Back to throw. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A hit as he threw. The pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet. Our
throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
He's already been a little reckless with his decision-making up until this point, Mike, and now it almost backfires on him again. He has to do a better job of finding the matchups, finding the space on the field so everything is not a forced ball into these tight windows.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught, and he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down. Back to the air one more time. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Thrown left side, the catch is made.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
He's taken down at the 50-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Now a shot here, deep middle. And that is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but they continue to get that matchup. This quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. Open man, right side. He's got it. 16-yard pickup on that one. Good for a Lions first down.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Got to get this to the 25. Here's 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got a man. That's complete. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with it.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Following the penalty, he'll run it. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
So these teams trade field goals in the 3rd as we come to the end of the quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 7. Now a handoff, running right. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
A run on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Detroit. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. The extra point is good. And the Lions move out to a 24-10 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. First and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Going up top. That is brought in. And he's going to take this one all the way. 80 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota. Point after coming up here. It's up and through. And the Vikings back within 7. It's 24-17. Looking to double up here. Score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
It's first down, and they'll run. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. This one complete, right side. Here comes 3rd and 6. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And this defense holds its ground. They stop him for no gain. And 4th down's coming up.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
They'll look to throw. That's taken in, and he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs.
So the key to this play is when you're going to play pass coverage and you're going to drop in depth, you have to understand if the quarterback drops the ball off short, you need to rally tackle. You need to limit the run after the catch. Don't let that receiver pick up the first down. That's exactly what this defense was able to do in this situation. Tackle him short of the chains, force the turnover on downs.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. He'll drop to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On 3rd down, we'll try to get it on the ground. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, Minnesota.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations? Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? Once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. They'll drop to throw, and that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This one, fielded out beyond the 25. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. This is 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute. Big spot here for the Vikings. They'll try to add on the 2-point conversion. Back to throw. That is incomplete. Give them credit. They were going for the win, but it remains a 1-point deficit. Even with their full complement of timeouts, the call is to try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets to go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here, an onside kick, not much of a chance.
Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. They stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try the right side this time. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal.
4th quarter, you find yourself